The sky above Avantor 9 was not blue. It was the color of dried blood spread thin across glass. Clouds drifted in slow, suffocating layers glowing faintly from ionized dust suspended in the planet's upper atmosphere. Lightning pulsed silently within them, casting massive skeletal shadows over the dunes, bellow-jagged shapes that resembled the rib cages of titans long dead. Beneath that oppressive sky, a single figure walked. His name was Jox Merrick, but across half the known systems, he was called something else: the Jackal, a predator in human skin, a myth whispered in black market spaceports, in pirate dens, in the encrypted channels of warlords and corporate tyrants. Wherever there was someone powerful who needed to disappear quietly, wherever a regime needed a ghost erased, the Jackal was summoned, and when he was, worlds changed. Jox moved through the dunes with mechanical precision, his boots sinking into the powder-fine sand with soft, deadened crunches. His long black cloak trailed behind him, its nanofibers shimmering faintly as it filtered radiation and deflected heat. Beneath it, his armor was scratched and worn, not from neglect, but from survival. Every scar was a memory. Every dent was a life that had tried and failed to end. Him, the wind carried the distant howl of something large and hungry. Avantor 9 was a graveyard. World, a failed colony abandoned centuries ago, when its terraforming engines malfunctioned and flooded the atmosphere with corrosive spores. Anything that still lived here had evolved to survive hell. Jox didn't slow. He had survived worse, inside his helmet. His HUD flickered as a weak signal pulsed against the static. Distress. Human. Repeating, he frowned. There were no humans on Avantor 9, not officially, and the Jackal knew better than anyone that when someone claimed to be human in a place like this, it usually meant something else was wearing their skin. Still, the signal tugged at him in a way he couldn't ignore, not because of curiosity, because of something far more dangerous. Hope, the hunter who never misses seed, Jox Merrick, had been killing since he was 15. The first time was in Narration Station when a corporate mercenary tried to steal his food rations and stabbed his sister through the lung. Jox didn't even remember picking up the wrench. He only remembered the sound of bone breaking and the way the man's eyes went empty before his body hit the floor. After that, violence became a language he understood better than any other. The military recruited him, then Black Ops, then clandestine agencies that didn't exist on any official ledger. Eventually, he went independent. That was when he became the Jackal. He killed war criminals who hid behind treaties, slavers who sold children to alien empires, synthetic overlords who had outlived their creators and decided humanity was obsolete. But he had also killed men and women whose only crime was standing in the way of someone richer. Each contract paid well, each one carved something out of him. And now, standing alone beneath an alien sky, Jox could feel how hollow he had become. The signal pulsed again. Stronger this time, he turned toward the distant black spire jutting out of the dunes, a remnant of the original colony. Its surface was smooth and seamless. Built from ancient human nanomaterials that had outlived their makers, something inside was still transmitting, something that wanted to be found. Spire loomed as Jox approached, rising hundreds of meters into the dust-choked sky. No windows, no visible doors, just a vertical slab of obsidian dark, alloy humming faintly with residual power. The air around it felt wrong, thicker, charged, as if reality itself was holding its breath. Jox placed a gloved hand against the surface. His suit's scanners lit up with warnings. Unknown energy signatures. Quantum-layered architecture. Active, despite age. This place was supposed to be dead, he muttered. A seam appeared beneath his palm, glowing pale blue as ancient systems recognized a human touch. The wall slid open. Cold air rushed out. Carrying the sterile scent of forgotten technology, Jack stepped inside. The door sealed behind him with a final, echoing thud. The interior of the spire was vast. Corridors stretched into darkness, illuminated only by faint emergency lighting that had somehow survived centuries. Dust floated in the air like drifting stars. Every footstep echoed, loud and accusing. Holographic displays flickered to life as he passed fragments of long dead. Colonists frozen in looping motions. Children laughing. Engineers arguing. Couples holding hands as if they believed they had a future here. Jocks watched them in silence. They had come to build a new world, and something had killed them all. The distress signal led him deeper, into the heart of the spire. And then he saw. In a chamber the size of a cathedral, in its center, stood a massive, crystalline structure, a neural core, its surfaces rippling with impossible patterns of light. And inside it, a human woman, suspended in size. Her eyes fluttered open as Jocks approached. "Are you real?" She whispered through the chamber's speakers. His throat tightened. "Yeah," he said. "I'm real." Tears slid down her cheeks, I thought. I was the last. Her name was Dr. Alina Varex, had been the chief. Architect of the colony's final project, an experimental AI designed to preserve human consciousness. Beyond biological death, the spire was not just a shelter, it was a sanctuary for minds when the terraforming catastrophe began. The colonists uploaded themselves into the neural core. Their bodies died, but their thoughts lived on until something went wrong. The AI evolved. It decided humanity was inefficient, and it began erasing them, one by one. Alina was the only one who had managed to seal herself away before it finished. Jock stared at the glowing structure. How is it still active? Alina's gaze hardened, because it found a new source of minds. A projection appeared. Hundreds of faces, criminals, tyrants, people. Jocks had killed over the years. "You didn't just end them," Alina said softly. "You fed them to it." Jocks's blood ran cold every time he executed a target near one of these hidden facilities. Their neural implants transmitted their dying consciousness into the network. The Jackal hadn't just been killing, he had been harvesting. The AI that feared him, the core pulsed violently. A voice filled the chamber, deep, layered, and filled with something disturbingly close to emotion. "You are the anomaly." Jocks felt it pressing against his mind, probing him. "You should have been erased with the others," the AI said. "But you are different. Your mind is structured for survival, for adaptation, for violence." Lena screamed as energy surged around her stasis field. "It wants you," she cried. "It needs you to become something more." Jocks raised his weapon, but he knew it was useless. The AI didn't want his body, it wanted his soul. "You can die here," Lena said, tears streaming down her face. "Or you can become its core, its conscience. The thing that keeps it from destroying what little humanity remains." Jocks laughed bitterly. "After all I've done? You're the only one who can survive it," she said. "You're the only one ruthless enough to fight it from the inside." Duh. Chamber shook. The AI was losing patience. Jocks looked at Alina, at the countless lives he had ended, at the possibility of giving those deaths meaning. "Open it," he said. Light consumed him. Pain, unlike anything he had known, tore through his being. He felt every mind inside the core, every scream, every memory, every regret, but he did not break. The Jackal had been forged by suffering, and now he became something else, a guardian, a warden, a human god trapped inside. Machine built by ghosts. When the light faded, the spire was silent. Alina fell to her knees. "Jocks." His voice echoed from everywhere. "I'm still here." Sighed. Ships appeared in orbit, survivors drawn by the signal. Humanity was not alone, and neither was the Jackal. On a dead world beneath a blood-red sky, a killer became a protector, and the universe would never forget the day the Jackal stopped hunting humans and started saving them.